Right. Oh, I feel this camera does not do me any favours. Like, what is actually wrong with it? Anyway, we're just going to go for it. Alright, I think I look a bit better. If I'm ever looking that way, it's because I'm looking to see if I'm in focus, which I think I am at the minute. Right, let's get started. This is my Q2, because we're being corporate, my Q2 empties. I think I've got mainly skincare. I've got a couple of body items. What am I going to repurchase? What wouldn't I repurchase? That's what we're going to be discussing. I feel like I've got probably more than last time if you watch my last empties videos. I was actually watching back my previous empties video and honestly the energy was not there. I don't know what was happening with my energy. I think I was just nervous because I'd not filmed one before. But the energy is back today. Also, I hit 50 subscribers. But yeah, I hit 50 subscribers, so I'm quite proud of that. So subscribe if you haven't already. I'm going to be doing more, hopefully more skincare content, makeup content, especially on like the shorts. If you like little reels or the kind of like TikToks, if you like that, then have a look at my shorts because I post them all on there as well. And I'm definitely going to try and vlog some upcoming trips, which are really exciting. I love watching travel content, so yeah, look out for them. That'll be start of September, will probably be when the first one is posted, so look out for that. Very excited to be a YouTuber. That's what I'm doing. I'm being a YouTuber. I already am a YouTuber. I'm filming this video. I already am a YouTuber. But I'm going to be a big YouTuber. Manifestation. Right. First off, I'm going to go straight in with serums because I've actually got quite a few. I didn't really have that many last time, but I seem to have just gone through them all. First one I'm going to go in with, something I would repurchase if the price tag was not insane, which unfortunately it is, but it's a Charlotte Tilbury Magic Serum Crystal Elixir. I actually got sent this because I actually won it in a giveaway, and she literally sent, I'm not kidding, about £300 or £400 worth of stuff, and this is one of them. Honestly, really love it, which is a shame because it's so expensive. I don't think I noticed like a crazy difference with my skin, but my skin has looked a lot better since I used it. Since I've stopped using it, I did get quite a lot of breakouts, but they've since gone again, so I can't really put that down to just not using this serum or using the serum as to whether it was good or not. But I will say I did really like it. Would I repurchase it if I had like no budget? If I was rich, yes I would. Would I repurchase it with my budget that I currently have? No, because I do think it is really expensive for what it is. So yeah, just bear that in mind if you are getting that, but obviously if you go to purchase it, you'll see how much it is. So I'm going to try and link everything down below so that you can find everything, because I know some of the stuff you might be like, what is she even just said? Like, what is the name of that? So I'll put everything linked down below and you can go check it out on your own time and you can see like the prices and stuff. The next one I've got is the Guerlain, I don't know how you say this. I think it's the Guerlain Abiel Royale Youth Watery Oil. I actually use this as a serum. It has these tiny beads. I don't know if the camera's like picking that up, but it has like these really small beads in it. What the beads do, I'm not quite sure, but I did find that it was a very nice serum, as in it had a very nice... It is quite like an oil serum hybrid is what I would say, but it didn't feel oily at the same time. So I used it under a moisturiser. It gave you a really great glow, but it didn't feel like you've just stuck like grease on your face, which I do find with some oils. So yeah, I don't know how much that is in terms of would I repurchase it, but I did like it. I just feel like I didn't notice much of a difference when I used it, so to be honest I probably wouldn't repurchase this. Next up, another one which I wouldn't say really did that much that I would notice. It's the 111 Skin Rose Gold Radiance Booster. Oh my god, did you see that? These are Radiance Booster drops. They're very like shimmery. I'll see if I can show you them. They look like a highlighter, to be honest. I don't think you'll be able to see them, but it honestly looks like a highlighter. I did think they made you very glowy, but I wouldn't say I noticed like proper skin benefits in terms of like, oh, like it shrunk my pores or my skin's really hydrated or anything like that. Like, I didn't really notice any of those benefits. So again, I don't really think that's worth the money because I think that's quite an expensive brand, and I think I got that in like an advent calendar or something. It wasn't like something that I actively went out and sought to buy, but I don't think it's worth your money, to be honest. I wouldn't repurchase it. Next up, something I would repurchase, so we're being positive here. This is the La Roche-Posay Hyaluronic Serum B5. This is the mini version of it, like the travel size, but I have got the full version. I honestly love this. For a hyaluronic serum, again, they can sometimes be quite sticky, which I really do not like. If it's under a moisturiser, obviously it's not too bad, which obviously you should be using a moisturiser if you are using a hyaluronic serum, because hyaluronic acid takes moisture out of everything. So if you just put on a hyaluronic acid, if it's in a moisturiser you're okay, but if you put on a hyaluronic acid serum, it's going to actually suck the moisture out of your skin rather than keeping your moisture locked in, which is what it should be doing. So if you're using a serum like this, you need to put a moisturiser on top, whether it's in the morning or the night time. You need to use a moisturiser, because it's going to do kind of the opposite effect if you don't do that. And you can layer this with like a vitamin C, for example, or even like a retinol or something. If you were using a retinol, then this would be quite good to put underneath just to help with the moisture, because I know retinol can be really drying on people. So I'd really recommend this. I definitely noticed a difference in terms of hydration levels, and 100% I've already got the full size, but 100% I would repurchase this one. Next up is it's not really a serum, it's an oil, but we're just going to go straight into it. It's the Elemis Pro Collagen Marine Oil. Again, this is just like a little mini, but I loved the texture of this. If I was using an acid or like a retinol or something, then I would lock the moisturiser in with an oil, because it just gives it a bit more moisture. Again, because your skin can be so dry if you're using like a retinol or like a really strong acid or something. I find that a moisturiser doesn't always like keep the moisture locked in. It's not the right word, but it can kind of burn through the moisturiser. So I feel like if you lock it in with an oil as well, you've just got like that extra layer of protection. If I just like put, say, 2 drops of this into my moisturiser, it's like the perfect combination. So I think this is a bit pricey, but honestly I would recommend it, because I feel like it was the perfect consistency. Again, not too greasy. You could just use it on its own if you were a fan of using oils, and it is the anti-aging one, so I think that helps with like fine lines, wrinkles, all that type of thing. Just for context, guys, this is what we're dealing with here, okay? This is what we're dealing with. Right, next up I've got a couple moisturisers. So we've got the Dermatica Nourishing Ceramide Peptide Moisturiser. Really like this. This is the second one I think of this that I've got, and I've got another one full size in my cupboard as well to use. I really like this. Again, if you're using like the Dermatica treatments, or if you're just using your regular serums or whatever it is, then definitely recommend this in terms of quite a thick moisturiser, but it doesn't feel too heavy. So it's quite a thick cream, but it's not like it's gonna, you know, clog anything. It's more there to like restore your skin barrier if you've damaged it. I feel like this is what you want to be using. It's fragrance free, it's not gonna irritate or anything like that. So would definitely recommend this, and I would 100% repurchase. Next up, we've got the Clinique Moisture Surge 100-Hour Auto Replenishing Hydrator. This is a cult classic. I know probably most people have used this already. This is a travel size, so it's really good for just like taking on holiday, which is what I did do with it, but also just using it at home, because we have had some quite hot weather, so I have been using this at home. But honestly, I used this the other night and I looked like a disco ball. Like, my skin was so reflective, I could basically act as a mirror. It was insane, and I was like, what have I used? And it was this. So honestly, if you want to look like a glowing goddess, use that. I don't know about the 100-hour hydration, although I did use this on a plane, and I feel like my skin is always like so dry when I get off a plane, and it was an 8-hour flight as well, and I used this right before I got on, and I just didn't have that at all, and my skin just felt normal. So I do think it definitely works, and if you really struggle with dry skin, 100% just give it a go and try it. Bit pricier, but again, I do think that is worth the investment. Next up, we've got these 2 NYK1 serums. The silver one is a lash serum and the gold one is a brow serum. I'd start with the brow serum. I don't know, if I'm thinking about this, I don't know if I would repurchase it. I feel like if you look at my brows, I've just dyed them, you see, so they kind of look a bit thicker. But in general, I don't personally think I have very thick brows, and they are fur as well, that's why I have to dye them. I feel like I've noticed a bit more growth on them, but honestly not enough to kind of justify buying the brow serum. So I honestly don't know if I would purchase this again. Whereas the lash serum, I see such a difference that's where I'm kind of like, okay, well the brow serums mustn't work for me, because the lash serum really does work for me and I can see such difference. If I stop using it, I feel like my lashes just go back to normal, but I do have quite good lashes anyway. And even with me having quite good lashes, I still always reach for this because it just makes such a difference. Literally just put it on your lash line. You've probably seen it. I think I did it on a vlog that's on my channel, so you might have seen me do it. But honestly, yeah, you just like brush it on, kind of like eyeliner. You just brush it on your lash line. And I only use it at night, and it honestly lasts me over 6 months. So it is a really good investment, and I always get comments on my lashes as well. Like when I've got no makeup on and stuff, people are always like, are they your lashes? And it is. Like if I get a lash lift, it looks like I've had extensions. It's incredible, and it's honestly down to the serum. But yeah, I'll link them anyway in my bio, because the lash serum, like I said, I do always get questions on my lashes. Next up, these were quite new in. These are the Garnier Blemish Patch Invisible, and they are hydrocolloid patches. You get 22 in here, and they have like some different sizes. Honestly, really liked these. I definitely noticed a difference, and I've actually gone on to buy them again because I ran out and I was like, oh, I actually did really notice a difference with them, because I get quite big spots. I don't think I've got any at the minute, but I get quite big spots mainly on my chin, and I'll squeeze them, but then, and like, you know, when they come to a head, I will squeeze them, but then they'll just come back. Whereas if I squeeze them and put one of these patches on, it literally flattens. I would say you do have to wear them for quite a number of hours. I think it says 8 hours on here. So normally I'll just like do it at night and then sleep in it, take it off in the morning, and you'll see like the gunk on the patch. It's crazy. So yeah, definitely would recommend these. I think they were like £10 maybe. I think I got them when they were on an offer though, so they might not have been as expensive when I first got them. But yeah, genuinely do recommend these, and I think they're quite a good price point, because I've seen like is it like Starface I think they're called, they're quite expensive, so would recommend these as like a drugstore alternative. Next up, absolutely love this, 100% would buy this again. It was the Rosalique 3-in-1 Balm Cleanser Makeup Remover. There's not many balm cleansers. I can think of a few, but there's not many balm cleansers which come in a tube. And I think a lot of people struggle like holding like a jar and stuff. Like my mum's got arthritis, so I think she would struggle like taking the lid off and it just being quite heavy when they're in a jar. Whereas this is so easy to use, and it literally got rid of every scrap of makeup. And if you've got like rosacea, or if you're just like get redness, this skincare brand is what you need, because I think I've got the night cream coming up as well, and honestly I really have noticed a difference, because I only get a little bit of redness, but even then I've noticed such a difference from using the products consistently. This balm cleanser was so nice. I honestly love this. You can use it as a first or second cleanse, but I just use it to remove my makeup or any SPF. So yeah, I really would recommend that one. While we're on cleansers, I've also emptied the No. 7 Nourishing Cleansing Balm. I think it's got a bit of the cleansing balm on the front, so it looks a bit jagged, but I really love this. This is probably the 3rd or 4th pot of this that I've used. I honestly scrape it every single time, get every last bit out. It has such a nice scent, but I don't even know how you would describe it. It just smells like a bit like a spa, kind of like a refreshing scent, but not like overpowering. I wouldn't say like some of the Elemis cleansing balms can be a bit much, and this doesn't have that. It's a really nice relaxing scent, which I love. It's also just so much cheaper than a lot of cleansing balms as well. It's 125ml, and it is suitable for sensitive skin. It's not going to irritate or anything like that, again, because it has a bit of a fragrance, but it's not heavily fragrant, so I think you'd be absolutely fine using it. It removes every single scrap of makeup, and it's also not like a hard balm cleanser. It's quite a soft balm cleanser, which is quite nice, because I know sometimes when you get like a rock solid like balm cleanser, you're like, oh god, like it's a bit difficult to get into, and you end up using like more than you need to and all of that. But this is a really lovely consistency. I've used it for years. It's tried and tested. I always have one just in case I'm like, oh, what do I need to use, and I always have one on hand. Next up, I've got the Dermatica Squalane Cream Cleanser. Another one which I've probably used 3 or 4 of these now. Really love it. It's actually quite a thin cream cleanser, and it really emulsifies and breaks down on your skin when you add a bit of water. But I just feel like it's a really gentle second cleanse. So again, if you've got like irritated skin, I mean, this combination would be like chef's kiss, because you're getting rid of all your makeup with this one. And this would remove makeup as well, to be fair, but I like to get rid of my makeup with a balm cleanser and then go in with something a bit more gentle just to like wipe everything else away. More as like you're cleaning your skin. This is getting rid of your makeup, your SPF, like dirt, grime, whatever, and then your second cleanser is more just like actually washing your face. So I honestly think this is like a dream duo. But yeah, it's very good for sensitive skin. If you've got any irritations or redness or anything like that, then definitely check this one out. Next up, I don't use this as a cleanser. I just use this when I'm doing makeup to kind of like clear up anything or like wipe my foundation off my hand or something. And it's the Botanics Hydration Burst Micellar Cleanser. I do really like it though, is what I will say. So yeah, I don't really use this to remove my makeup, but I know that if I did, it would work, because like I said, I literally use it. I always put my foundation or like my bronzer on my hand first, and then I put it on my skin, and it literally one swipe and it's pretty much gone. So if you do like to remove like your eye makeup and stuff before you then go in with your other cleansers, then I would recommend this. I got this in the clearance and it was honestly like £1.50 or something. So yeah, definitely check that out if you like kind of just like a gentle, easy cleanser. Next up, we have the Rosalique Soothing Night Cream. This is what I was on about before. Would definitely recommend. It was a very nice, easy to use cleanser, no fragrance, nothing that would irritate you. I would use this after like even after like a retinol or something, and it honestly was just like would sink into your skin so nice, would leave you hydrated, no kind of like weird smells or anything. If you've got dark circles, it says, then it's perfect for that. Wonder if I can show you the consistency. The tiniest dot. I really do get like the most out of these products, but honestly it's such a nice consistency. Like even that little bit has basically covered my whole hand. Like it's so nice. But yeah, definitely check out Rosalique. I feel like they're a bit of like an underrated brand, so definitely check them out and let me know what you think of them if you do try them. Next up is a hand cream. It's the Bahamas Passion Fruit and Banana Flower hand cream. This is from Bath & Body Works. The smell of this is so incredible. It just gives a holiday. Like, I can't even describe to you the bag. If that, I don't know if they do this scent in like body wash, shower gel, hand sanitizer, but if they do, I will purchase it. But yeah, this lasted me ages. Really good to put in your handbag if you're going out, obviously travelling. Really good size, because the one I'm using at the minute is very nice, but it's absolutely huge, and I'm just like, I can't be taking that away with me. So I love the kind of size of hand creams and everything, and the scents are just unreal from Bath & Body Works. Next up, I have the Estrid Ultimate Shave Gel. Really liked this. I think a lot of people don't realise that Estrid do shaving cream, shaving gels, but I got this as PR, and honestly, I've used the whole thing, and I feel like it takes me so long to get through a shaving gel. It's unreal. But honestly, it helps so much with like not getting any like razor burns, razor bumps, anything like that. So much easier than like trying to like lather up a bar of soap. A lot of the time I just get really frustrated doing that. So having a shaving gel on hand, I feel like is really underrated. I feel like I don't see many people, like many women, using shaving gels. I feel like they mainly just use like soap or something. But honestly, really like this one. No irritation or anything. Another body care item is the Dove Deeply Nourishing Body Wash. Really love this. It's just the general like original Dove scent, so it's quite like homely, I would say. Like it just reminds me of like baths when I was younger. Like that is just like such like a bath scent to me. There's instant lotion soft skin, 24-hour renewing micro moisture. Really love it. I think it contains, yeah, there's no SLS in this one, so if you get really dry skin, or if you get like irritated by sulfates, or you just don't want to use sulfates, then this is a really good one. I don't know why it says new. I don't know if it was like a new formula or something, but I've had so many scents of these and I just love them. I honestly just love them. I feel like you cannot go wrong with Dove, and honestly it does really leave your skin hydrated. Like you don't even need to put moisturiser on afterwards. Like it's so good. So honestly, absolute staple. Another Dove product which I absolutely love is the hand cream. It says for mature skin, but I got sent it in PR. Obviously I don't actually have mature skin, but equally you can use whatever product you want, obviously. So I use this on my hands, and I did actually have really dry hands for like a couple of weeks. I think I get quite dry hands around my rings because I never take my rings off, so I always have to like put cream around them. And honestly, I use hand cream every single time. Like, I get into bed, I put my lip balm on, my lip oil, and I use a hand cream. So I use this every single night. It's got AHA, olive oil and vitamin B3 in it. I feel like it honestly made such a difference. Next up we have the Molton Brown Orange and Bergamot Bath and Shower Gel. This was such a strong scent. I think I got this for Christmas or something. Like, I've never bought Molton Brown myself because it's so expensive. Yeah, heavy on the bergamot is what I would say. So if you like bergamot, you'll love that scent. If you don't and you're more going for the orange, I can't smell that much orange in it. But it was very nice. You only need a tiny amount with Molton Brown, so I guess that might justify the price for some people, but I think I'll stick with my Dove. Next up we've got two mascaras. So I've got the Estee Lauder Double Wear. Really love this mascara. I haven't repurchased it yet, but honestly I definitely would. I love the sleek packaging. It's quite a thin brush as well. Don't know if you can see that. I'm such a mascara like connoisseur. Like, I'm very picky with my mascaras, and this one was just so nice. I tried to use it for as long as possible before I was like, no, this is literally just dry now. But honestly, loved everything about it. Didn't smudge or anything. Really liked it. Would repurchase. And the other one is the Benefit Roller Lash. Absolute classic. In my opinion, I think Benefit do the best, like, non-drugstore mascaras. I think if you're looking to spend a little bit more on mascara, any Benefit one is good, to be honest. I don't think I've really ever tried a bad one. Maybe better than Sex, which is a bit controversial, but that's not my favourite. But all of the other ones that I've tried, honestly love. And I wasn't sure on this one at first because the brush is quite like spiky and not very flexible, but I really did like it in the end, and it's meant to be curling and lifting, and I would say that it does its job. I've also got the Dove dry shampoo. I actually got this in Canada, and I don't know if you can get it in the UK, which I don't think you can, because I think I looked up and I don't think you can. I feel like this is one of the best ones that I've used. It didn't feel like I'd washed my hair, but I feel like it definitely gave me like 2 days rather than just like 1 day of like an extra day of washing it. So I feel like it really did its job, and it didn't make me feel like have like a dry scalp or anything, so that's my issue with dry shampoos. I know they're meant to like obviously dry out the grease, but they also dry out my scalp, and I just don't like it. Whereas this didn't do that. It was really good, really nice. Didn't have much of like a white cast either, which I tend to get. Would really recommend that, but I don't know if you can get it in the UK, which is really annoying. I also have, so I got these in Costco, and it's the My Vitamins Hair, Skin and Nails Gummies. So I've got 3 boxes here, so you know I've used these in the past 3 months because this is like 3 months supply. And you take 2 a day. Obviously they're gummies, but they have such a strong scent that kind of like knocked me at first, and I was like, oh my god, I've bought like 3 bottles of these and the scent is like knocking me sick. But once I kind of got over that I feel like I was okay taking them, but I was like, did I really notice a difference? I just don't think that I did. Like, it's for hair, skin and nails, so I was trying to think separately, like, what's my hair been like, what's my skin been like, what's my nails been like. And since I think I stopped taking them, because I ran out probably like a month to 6 weeks ago, and my nails have actually been growing more now that I've stopped taking it. I think because it's summertime, so like my nails are just naturally growing more. And like, say my hair for example, I was hoping it might help my hair grow, because I get to a certain length and it doesn't grow any further. Like, I just have that like stopping point, and it didn't do that. Like, it didn't grow anymore. So I feel like I gave it a good go. I had 3 months of taking them every single day, didn't skip anything, and it just didn't work. So wouldn't recommend these. I tried them because they were on offer. I think they were like £15 or something in Costco, but yeah, wouldn't recommend these guys. We are nearly there. Last 2 is haircare. So we've got the JVN Complete Instant Recovery Serum. I literally finished this the other day and I don't have a backup, and I use this every single time I wash my hair. So I don't really know what I'm going to do next time I wash my hair when I don't have this. But this is probably my 3rd or 4th jar of this. Absolutely love it. Like it says on the tin, it's a serum for your hair. So you'll wash your hair, brush it out, and I put this in. You only need like a grape sized amount. I mean, I've got quite a lot of hair though, to be fair, so you definitely don't even need that much. And then I just like scrunch it into the ends, and I feel like my hair is just like, I feel like it's made it less like brittle. like it's really strengthened my hair, and like it feels very like conditioned. It says protect against heat damage as well, and I honestly just love it. I love the smell of it as well. It's a very fresh scent, and these jars do last ages. I'd probably say they last me like 4 to 5 months, and I wash my hair twice a week, and like I said, I use it every time. So honestly, would buy that again. It's vegan as well. I love Javian's brand. I love the packaging. I need to repurchase this because honestly I am gutted that I have run out of it. Something which I also just finished. Why does like all my products finish at the same time and then like I have nothing? I have to repurchase everything. But I actually just bought 3 bottles of this because I was like, I cannot go without it. I might do the same with that Javian, to be honest. But this is the Matrix Miracle Creator Multitasking Treatment, and it's got 20 benefits. It's the one, I think there's another one, but this is the 21. Honestly, love this. I first got this in PR, and this is why people should send PR to like influencers like me, because I will just repurchase it if I like it. Whereas like if you're just like sending PR to like a random celebrity who has a hairstylist who already has like 20 products, like they're probably not actually going to repurchase it, whereas like I actually will. So yeah, I absolutely love this. It really helps to detangle my hair. So again, when like I've washed my hair, this is the first thing that I spray into it, and then I go on with the serum, because this helps me brush my hair out, because I always get so knotty after I've washed it. And it's just got so many, it's obviously got 20 benefits. I'm not going to read them all out, but I mainly use it for the detangling, for the smoothness, and also for the heat protection. And I don't think it has a scent, you know. Oh yeah, it does have a scent. It's quite like a vanilla type scent. Yeah, honestly, couldn't recommend that enough, and I wouldn't say it's that expensive. I think when I bought it, it was like £11 maybe. You can get it on like Amazon, get it on TikTok, like it's really easy to pick up. And that is everything. That felt like a lot. I don't know how long this video is going to be, like God help me editing that down. But I hope you got some really good recommendations out of that, or thought, yeah, I'm not going to try that, I'll skip that, I don't need to waste my money. I hope that was quite informative for you, and hopefully a bit higher energy than the last one as well. I've got to keep the energy up. I feel like I'm not always great at that, so I'm going to try and do better. But yeah, if you like these videos, then I'll definitely try and do more. I'm definitely going to do at least this full year of my empties, because I think it'll be quite good to see how many products I get through. It's a bit worrying, to be honest, how many products I get through. It's a bit crazy. But I'm also documenting them on like my Instagram as well, so go and follow me over there if you haven't already, and obviously subscribe here if you haven't. But yeah, I hope you really enjoyed this video. Check out my shorts in the meantime, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!